Hey guys, and welcome back to another recent pickups video. I'm not sure what number we're on just now because I've done a few of these videos in the past, but I'll scroll through my videos and find the correct number and put that in the title so you guys should know which one we're on. But yeah, I've got a bunch of games to get through actually. Not really sure which one to start off with. Actually, why don't I start off with this? Golf. I was about to say Golf Report, Golf Story on the Nintendo Switch. This is limited run, the limited run release, physical release, and I've not unboxed it because it's literally just arrived just before I was about to make this video. I actually had to cut off the last video because the postman came with this and had to run down. So we're starting again, but at least we can add this one into it. Really like the design on this. The back there. Definitely been looking forward to this. I pre-ordered it back as soon as they announced it. I've been waiting on this for a long time now. It was one of the main reasons, along with the announcement of Toki being exclusive to the Switch, that I wanted to pick up a Switch because this game just looks so cool. I really like the way they kind of cross over two genres like sport and RPG and make something really unique like this. So desperate to get into that. That looks like a lot of fun. Just put that across there to the side. Why don't we just stick with the kind of company theme then, and we'll do all the Nintendo stuff, get them out of the way first. Next up is a Gamecube game. Gamecube is, of course, my favourite Nintendo console to collect for, and actually I'll show you both of these because I picked them both up together. Two Star Wars games on the Gamecube. We have Bounty Hunter and Clone Wars, and I picked up both of these for a really good price. I think it was $3.99 for both of them, and I got these out of like a pawn shop. So yeah, $3.99 for both of these, and that's pretty much like £2 a game. And for a GameCube game, they're in really good condition, both complete. They're both complete, and I love adding to my GameCube collection, so I'm really happy to add both of them into the GameCube collection. Going on to the Wii, I actually picked up a copy of Mario Kart. I've never played Mario Kart on the Wii, so yeah, I just thought, there we go, you can see that. Hopefully my camera will be able to pick that up, but for £1.99, so less than the price of a Happy Meal, I picked up Mario Kart on the Wii, and it is in pretty much mint condition, so I don't really see a way I could have passed that up. Anytime you see like a Mario game like this, obviously this one was mass produced and it's not hard to find at all, but the Wii is super cheap at the moment, so that's why I'm collecting a bunch of stuff for the Wii at the moment as well. Going on that same theme, picked up once again in mint condition The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, one of my favourite Zelda games, and yeah, this one got for a really cheap price. I think this one was £3.50, and I got this from once again another like pawn shop in mint condition. So anytime you see a Zelda game for £3.50, I would just go ahead and grab that, because although it's going to go on my backlog and I'm probably not going to get around to playing it for quite some time in the future, it's likely going to be driven up in price by the demand from collectors, and it's just going to be probably not expensive to get, but it'll still be like maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 times what I'm paying for it now. So yeah, just happy to grab that. Next up is a game I was so excited to find, and just a quick thing on some of these games, like obviously any of these games I can pick them up on eBay whenever I want, and I can choose a mint condition one and find it on eBay really easy. But part of the thing that I like with collecting is finding them out in the wild for like a ridiculously cheap price from people who don't know what they've got. And this next one is a really cool find, which I could have got off eBay because I wanted to play it for a long time now. And that is Mushroom Men The Spore Wars. Now, I remember, I think it was either Johnny Millennium or Metal Jesus, but one of them did like a wee like hidden gems or something video, and this was one of the ones in that video. a few years ago, and I remember looking at it and being like, wow, that looks like so up my alley. I mean, I'd love to run around as a little mushroom man in a little mushroom kingdom and, you know, just slaughter some other kind of fun guy. Yeah, I love the art in this game. The front cover is so cool. It's got like a comic book style, and I really think this is going to be a hidden gem. And once again, in mint condition, complete. This is going to be a game that gets driven up in price by collectors and will be quite hard to come by in the wild, I think, in the future. So when I saw this, and guess how much? Less than £2. I think it was £1.50. I got this for, which is just an absolute steal, I think. So I had to pick that up. And if I could just, before I go on to like some of the other things, when I collect, I don't necessarily collect to get complete libraries of systems. I collect for one, systems that I absolutely love, and there's kind of three types of games I collect. If I know a game is super rare, and I find it, then I'll collect it. If I know a game is super expensive and I come across it for really cheap, then obviously I'll collect it. But outside of those two things, all I collect for is games that I look at that I really want to play because it looks like something I'll really enjoy. You know, something like if I come across something with dinosaurs in it or like aliens or something, I know I'm going to enjoy that theme and that thing. So as long as it, you know, and sometimes it doesn't turn out to be good, but a lot of the time you know, I go by what looks good to me, and I just try to collect that way. A lot of the the reason why I buy every console is because I like to excuse me, I like to experience like the unique games that you don't get, that you get exclusive to certain consoles. That's why I like to go around and pick up all the consoles and, you know, find the little kind of things like this. I mean, where else are you going to see something like the Mushroom Men Spore Wars? It's just such like a Wii style game, and you know, you're not going to find something like that. So I like collecting things like that. Up next is Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. This is an RPG which I've heard so many good things about. So many people talk about as being like a really great RPG. Picked it up complete. There's a code in there. I don't know if it'll work, but if you guys want to take that, go ahead, because I'm not interested in it. Hopefully you guys can see that, because I probably won't get around to playing this for a long time, but yeah, it'll go on my backlog just now. But the reason I picked it up is because it was £3, and it's one of those RPGs that is not going to be hard at all to find. You see it in every kind of game shop you go in, but it's one of those ones that in a few years from now it's probably going to be like £15-20 just to buy, just because it's an RPG and just because it's a good game, and it will be in demand. So I just thought, while I see a good copy there for £3, I'm just going to pick that up, get it on my shelf, and then when I do have that day where I'm like, I really feel like playing an RPG like that, I've got it there. I don't need to go on eBay and pay like, 5 times the price just to get it, Jumping on to, sticking with the only other PlayStation one I got, actually, I thought I had more, is Fahrenheit on the PS2. This is a game, I think it was done by the same people as that made Heavy Rain, but look at that, 50p, so less than a can of Coke. Less than a can of Coke I picked up this classic for. How good is that? And it's in pretty much mint condition, complete as well. But yeah, I saw this in one of those pawn shops, and I was like, I've always had that in the back of my mind that I want to give this a shot and try it out. I really didn't think I would like Heavy Rain or that style of game, and when I played Heavy Rain a few years back, it really blew me away how much I enjoyed it and how amazing it was to tell a story that way. And hopefully I'm going to enjoy Fahrenheit as well. Now the next stack of games are original Xbox games, and that's a console I want to pick up very soon, and I'll go into why when I get that console and tell you a big story about that. But for just now, I'll just show you the games I picked up for it. The first 4 games I picked up, these were really just all. I'll show you them first. So World Poker, Minority Report, Ghost Recon, and Hitman 2. So I picked up all of these. They all came with really, really good boxes. Each of these were 50p. And the reason I picked them up is because I found 4 quite I don't want to say rare, but I found 4 really good games for this console, but they all had like damaged boxes and stuff, but inside the manuals, the discs and the sleeves were all in mint condition. So I just went to my local pawn shop, picked up 4 really cheap original Xbox games to get the cases from them and put the other games in. A lot of the time that's a good way if you want to go out to like the pawn shops and that, you buy up all the sports games, you know, for 50p each. All the old ones, you get some extra official, you know, new boxes that you can just take. The reason I couldn't with some of the sports games from the original Xbox is because they all had EA actually inside the box, which I didn't want. But yeah, these 4 games, £2 for all 4 of these games, and it was and that's less than a Happy Meal. And then I just took them out of their boxes, put them in these sleeves because I don't really need the manuals and that, because I've got no real intention of playing them. I might give, you know, maybe Hitman 2 or Ghost Recon a try, but they're so far on my backlog that they probably won't ever get round to being played. But really, I just wanted them for their boxes. And the first game up is not one that I took the box for, but that's Project Gotham Racing. I absolutely love the Project Gotham Racing series. It's a really cool racing game. I think it was so much better than Forza. I remember when I got my 360, I got it with a Project Gotham Racing game and also a FIFA game, and I just love Project Gotham. Next up is Ninja Gaiden. This is one of the ones I wanted to swap out for the boxes, so I had a good box because, yeah, really good game here. I'm dying to get into this and play this. It'll be a lot of fun when I get my first ever original Xbox. Next up, they had Army Men Major Malfunction, which is a game that's, you know, it's jumping up in price. So getting it now is probably a really good shout by me. Just so I can say, this was £1. This one was £1.50 or £2, and this one was £2. So just so you know, all they're just absolute steals. Try and get you down there. Next up was, I was so happy to find this in the wild, Raises Hell. Now this is a really weird game that I've had saved in my original Xbox kind of bookmark folder for a long time now. Because it's such a, I'll show you that complete. It's such a unique little game. It's really cool. You're basically this guy, and if you think about him as being a black guy and all these as being like the white Caucasian race, that's essentially what it is. They just decide to destroy his little home one day and burn it to the ground, and then he spends the rest of the game trying to hunt them down and murder the shit out of them. It is fucking insane. You seriously, and like one of the bosses in this, like the queen of these people or something, she's got some of the most like batshit crazy dialogue that you'll ever hear in your life. It is so fucking strange, this game. He basically finds a power one day in a cave that he never knew was ever there before, even though it's like 2 steps away from his home, and the cave glows like fucking bright blue with this crystal that's inside. He gets it, it gives him superpowers, and then he goes and massacres the hell out of them. It is so fucking crazy. It's quite hard as well from what I've seen of gameplay as well. Next up is an absolute classic on the original Xbox and one that will jump up in price, which is Jade Empire. Kung Fu style RPG. I've heard a lot of good things about it, BioWare, so I guess you can trust it. But yeah, I picked this up. I think I got this one for £3, which I think is an absolute steal for this game because, like I said, it will just keep jumping up in price. Next up is a game I was so excited to find because it is actually quite expensive now. In some people, some people you can find on eBay selling it at, a cheaper price, but I can already tell this is one that's jumping up, and I don't know if it's because it's rare or what, but that is Scrapland. Had a look at some gameplay of this, and it looks like the Fifth Element meets like a junkyard. It is pretty weird, but I really do like what I've seen from the gameplay of it. I had never heard of this game, and just out of chance of never hearing of it when I was in there, I put on some gameplay when I was in the pawn shop. And by the way, they're not all from the same pawn shop. These are from different pawn shops. I've had to go around and fucking scout like crazy for these. But I looked up some gameplay of this, and I was you know, like, oh well, that's really quite interesting. And I was like, all right, but you know, I don't know if it's one I want to pick up. Looked at on eBay, and you know, the price is actually jumping up quite a bit for this. Some people were selling this for like £30. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna jump on this and grab it just now. But yeah, I got this one for £2. And did I say how much that one was? I think that one was £2 as well. Can't remember. That one was £2. That one was definitely £3. Oh, and this next one is one that I actually is the only one I ordered off eBay, and it's because it's a game that I have wanted to play for so long, and because I'm planning on buying an original Xbox soon, I thought, you know, I'll just get it in. So I bought it in like a really nice copy, and that's Gunmetal. It looks so cool. I've had this saved in my folder for a long time now. You essentially like this kind of plane, you can fly around, then transform like a transformer or a Gundam into like a robot, and you know, go on the ground and shoot the hell out of people. But yeah, I got this one for, I think it was £3.99 I paid, so £4, but it's like an absolute mint copy. And yeah, so excited to get onto that. So I guess thanks for watching, guys. That's all the games that I can remember. I had to go through my shelf there. I think there may have been a couple other PS2 games that I picked up recently, but I just couldn't find them on my shelf. It's just starting to get out of control now. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Love you all. Hope you guys have a good holidays if I don't get another video uploaded before then, which actually I will do because I'll be doing the unboxing for this. But yeah, have lovely holidays, guys, and wish you all the best.